Good evening, ghosts and goblins. This is your old buddy Jacques, coming at you live on Halloween Eve with a very How the hell can anybody talk with this stuff in their mouth? The fangs. Who wrote this? Who let the interns out of the pool again? God, enough of this crap. Hello, mech fans. This is your old buddy Jacques with the promised episode. We're talking about zombies. But before I get going, today's episode is sponsored by Pharaoh beer, a cold, crisp, smooth lager. Pharaoh beer. It's great going down, and when you're done drinking it, you can calibrate the tracks of your alicorn tanks. Pharaoh beer. Now that business is out of the way, boys and girls, today we're going to talk about zombies. Now, I'm not talking about any movies that have the shuffling undead brought to you by the greatest George Romero, or the type of zombie where you got to run into a compound and then get half your shit taken away by a guy wielding a baseball bat and barbed wire. No, I'm talking about standard engines. Now, you might be going, Jacques, what are you talking about? XL engines are the thing. Light engines are the things. They are. But when it comes down to it, everything has a role on the battlefield. And engines aren't exactly the same thing as anything else on your battle mechs. Now, on the various weight classes, the lights, the mediums, the heavies, the assaults, XL engines have a purpose. Sometimes they belong, sometimes they don't. Now, in the Calgary Battletech League, even with all the advanced tech that is available, there are a number of stables that have zombies, standard engines. We've got Carstairs stables, Crimson Ramens, Dracona Spirits, Klein Cobra Chicken, Blitzkrieg, Jezebels. Everybody still has the standard engines. Now, Uncle Jacques is going to break this down for you by weight class, talking to a few people around the league and past the league and outside the league. XL engines on light mechs. This to me, and some people say I'm a little bit strange on this one, an XL engine on a light mech is a no-brainer. It makes it go faster. So you paint your mech red as well, and it goes even faster. XL engines in a light mech free up tonnage for maximum armor, faster speed, more weapons. Now, there is another hindsight to this argument about the XL engine in a light mech. You could also use a light engine. Less critical hits, less chance for it to die. But, again, one has to balance the weight ratios. Find what you're comfortable with and run with it. I'm not telling you how to build your mechs. Find what you're comfortable with, though. Medium mechs, that's a whole other story. Some people say, oh, yeah, I love XL engines and light engines in medium mechs. And there are people that are like, why? There is no real benefit to it. It comes down to personal preference. You can have an XL engine in the medium mech. It's going to be a little bit faster. Might even be able to keep up with your lights in some of the lower weight classes in the mediums. Myself, I don't really like XLs in mediums. They can die too quickly. Heavies. This is where the XL engine can truly shine. With an XL engine, you can get more durability, you can get more mobility, you can get more bang bang if you throw an XL into a heavy mech. You take some of the classics like a Warhammer or a Marauder or even the Archer. You throw an XL engine into it, and there's more ammo. There's bigger guns. It gives it a little bit more Swiss Army knife capability, if I could lead to that. When it comes into the assaults, that is all depending on the role of your assault. If you're going to have your assault as a brawler, where she's going to get in close, and she's going to beat on people, I really wouldn't put an XL engine in it. because all it takes is that one lucky critical hit to the ammo bin, and all of a sudden, even with case, you're done, because now you've lost a quarter of or third of your engine. Whereas if you're going to have it sit back and be a long-range support mech, that's where you can have the XL engine, because all it has to do is get into position. So you have a little bit faster modem on it, going from a 3.5 to a 4.6, a little bit more room for the heat sinks, and a lot more long-range guns. That's the big thing. It is all a game of balance. It's not a game of min-max. It is a game of balance. Now, as an example, let's take a look at the Awesome. The standard Awesome 8Q, one which I love absolutely. Standard engine, single heat sinks, 3 PPCs. You can jump it up to the more advanced Awesome, which has the XL engine, the more heat sinks, and the extended range PPCs. But I would take the good old-fashioned 8Q, even for a long-range sniper such as that. But when all is said and done, again, it comes down to personal preference. Do you want to chance losing an engine, losing the fight, or getting in someone's face up close and personal and letting them have it? That, my friends, all comes down to you and your personal preference and your playing styles. So now that I'm done blathering about engines themselves, let's go over some examples from the League and other units that are really good zombie mechs. Just some that come off the top of my head, the Thug. I mean, how can you not like the Thug? 2 SRM6s for close range, 2 PPCs for long range, feet to kick heads off, and it's a zombie, which means you have to either head cap it, or you've got to take it out the hard way, take off some limbs, or core the sucker. You got to drop it. And that is a very good example of a brawler assault mech. In the League, some of the more memorable zombies, we've got the Cavalier Commandos. They're Thunderbolt 7M. Standard engine. Moves fairly good. 60 kilometers an hour run. It's got double heat sinks in it, mounts case, and pretty much keeps the basic Thunderbolt advanced tech feel with the LRM-15, the Streak 2, the medium lasers, but it's a standard engine. The Red Suns Irregulars, Warhammer 6D. 2 PPCs, 6 mediums. Like, I'm a zombie. I'm going to get in your face, and it's going to be hard for you to kill me. It's got max armor. It jumps, but it's still a zombie. One of my favorite mechs, as I've said before, which doesn't really need any more introduction or description, the Awesome 8Q for Clan Cobra Chicken. We've got even the 55th Shadow Division, the Wobbies. They're running a zombie, and you'd be thinking they'd be running XLs across the board. The Banshee, that's a zombie. One reason why it gets in everybody's face. And then when you least expect it, the autocannon 20s take your head off from behind. A zombie mech is versatile. Never let anybody say that it is not. It has its use even with all the modern tech. Embrace the zombie. Embrace it. Don't always fall for the lure of advanced tech. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, the fans, very much for being there for us. Without you, we as the content creators, we are nothing. We're just sitting here blathering to the airwaves with no one to listen to. Not that many people listen to us in real life anyway. But I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I myself am flattered by all the love you're showing us. And have yourselves a happy and safe Halloween, a blessed Samhain. We will see you next time.